In the classical myth, Sisyphus rolls a massive stone up a steep incline, day after day, only to watch it roll back to the bottom. We keep returning to this myth because it captures the baseline condition of human life, the exhausting, daily friction of suffering. When we experience this profound struggle, we look for relief, and society is quick to offer singular, definitive cures for the pain. One approach suggests the problem is structural. It argues that the environment is to blame. The hill is too steep, the road is broken, and the only logical solution is to surgically flatten the mountain until the friction disappears. The opposing view insists the environment is fine, but the human mind is flawed. To find peace, you must stop wanting the stone to move and aggressively detach from the world. These two philosophies are taught everywhere, yet people still feel crushed. Applying these cures in isolation is why they fail. Relief often begins with the landscape itself. This is the work of changing the physical ground, dismantling rigged social rules, and building accessible ramps where there were once only walls. Modifying the environment is a mandatory act of justice. It ensures that different lives can move through the world in peace, rather than being forced to crawl. But structural logic has a limit. A flattened mountain does not automatically cure a tortured mind. A traveler can walk down an open, frictionless road and still be tormented by the need for the world to applaud them at every step. Fixing the external environment is a moral obligation, but structural change alone is insufficient to eliminate internal pain. A different path leads inward, toward the posture of the hands. This is a contemplative practice, loosening our clenched, rigid attachments to specific outcomes. There is a distinction here. Healthy, natural desire acts as a guide, a flower seeking sunlight. Toxic craving is desire with fingers clenched shut, demanding the world behave exactly as we dictate. But applying this internal logic to an external injustice is a severe danger. This is spiritual bypass, using the language of letting go to avoid dealing with systemic harm, exploitation, or violence. If a person is being crushed by a rigged system, instructing them to simply breathe is an act of cruelty. It blames the mind for a trap designed to break the body. Mastering your own mind is hollow and even dangerous if it simply conditions you to politely tolerate genuine oppression. There is a third factor, the microscopic space between the traveler and the road. Suffering lives at the seam where they meet. This requires repairing the friction where body meets boulder, a negotiation of how a person interacts with their place. By modifying relational rhythms, establishing firm boundaries, or adjusting our pace, we change the nature of the labor. We find relief without needing to level the mountain or empty the mind. Success depends on diagnosing which system component has failed before attempting a cure. Applying the wrong cure to the wrong point in the system is a failure. It builds a faster, smoother road to the same misery. Albert Camus offered a necessary reality check. The universe is silent. The hill does not love us, and the stone may still fall. We can push forward without needing to invent false promises or fake meaning to justify the harshness of the stone. We can take the next honest action the ground makes possible without swelling the effort with ego or forcing the world to come round. True stability comes when we address the rules, the internal expectations, and the relational distance all at once. In this view, Sisyphus stops his isolated struggle. He ties a rope around the stone, and others take hold of the line. Wisdom does not miraculously make the heavy burdens of life disappear. It ensures that no one is forced to carry the mountain alone.